We got a lot of stuff to talk about because when I tell you we are at war when it comes to Nolan Wells, they are trying to do whatever they can to try to get us away from them boys. Them boys, so-called Nolan friends that he went out on the boat with, they trying their best not to get us to look at these boys. But they have something to do with Nolan Wells' death. Press 5 if you agree with me. They have something to do with Nolan Wells' death, baby, and they will not get away with it. All right? Because if they get away with this, y'all, that means our sons, ourselves, our lives are at jeopardy. They are doing this to test the black hand. This is nothing but a test. They want to see how far they can get away with it. How many black bodies they can get away with so they can make Mississippi great again. Because when Mississippi back in the day, they used to get away with unaliving black bodies left and right, and ain't nothing we can do about it. That is where they want to go, baby. Do you hear what I'm saying? Don't let nobody gas you and think differently. Okay, that's what they want. So, without further ado, I seen this video by Dialogue, and Judge, he is speaking. He is speaking. I want to react to this with you all. I love when you guys comment and engage. So let's react and see what the judge have to say about the autopsy, the independent autopsy, because the Mississippi autopsy is still on this way, because you know they doing something crooked. Press 2 if you feel like they're doing something crooked with that autopsy. That's why it's taking so long. They doing something crooked. Trust me. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Let's play it.
For the hell you back, my man. So much I want to get into. Had to bring you back on to follow up on this Nolan Wells case, man.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes, indeed. So much to get into. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get right into it. How you feel about this second autopsy that was done on Nolan Wells?
Yes, I think when we last spoke, we were awaiting the forensic autopsy because the original autopsy performed by the county examiner, we just weren't convinced it would be independent, quite frankly, because we weren't getting enough information from law enforcement. And so,
Well, hold on, Judge. You said we were not convinced. First of all, we didn't even get the first autopsy. Did I miss something here? Bumper not convinced. We didn't get no first autopsy. Did we? Did Mississippi put out a first autopsy? Maybe I'm wrong. Did they? Press 7 if they did not put out their first autopsy. They're still holding on to it. The independent autopsy got his body 6 days afterwards, and Mississippi still haven't said anything. They ain't gonna speak about nothing. The only time Mississippi gonna come out and say something when they gonna say no foul play. That's it. That's all. That is their plan book. That's what they know. That's what they're gonna do. They have to make sure it comes out no foul play. That is their agenda. That is what they're pushing, and they're gonna try to figure it out somehow, even if they gotta stall and wait, and then put it out there, no foul play. That is just what is going on. And if y'all trust in the system and thinking, well, let's just wait and pray about it, and hell, God already revealed it to you. Common sense. Use your common sense. Damn. So I just wanted to get that clear. I'm glad you guys are on board because I didn't see no first autopsy from Mississippi. The judge said we're not convinced. Not convinced, we ain't get shit. Let's go.
the forensic autopsy came back, and lo and behold, even though they're trying to downplay it, and I understand Ben Crump and NAACP and others don't want to try and jump to conclusion or step too far out, but the forensic autopsy showed that there was what they call discolorations. No, I call them bruises in the back of the head, appearing that someone has had their hand pressed at the back of their head, at the back of Nolan's head. That's concerning to me. And so hopefully we'll get some more insight on that. I'm not sure. It seems like there's another opportunity for them to investigate um, something physiological. I'm just not sure because, as far as I knew, the forensic autopsy is as far as you go. But we'll see. But yeah, that's what causes new concern. And then you've had different stories coming out from the teenagers. One of the young men himself spoke out about it, claiming they had begged Nolan to get on the boat, and that he wouldn't. Then there's the woman that he's supposed to have stayed back with, I think her name Katie or something. Well, he was.
I gotta say something about that. The white boys said, we told Nolan, get on the boat, get on the boat, get on the boat. Okay, Nolan didn't get on the boat. But we already heard audio proof of Nolan on that damn boat. Y'all kept on saying, Nolan, get up, Nolan, get up, Nolan, get up. You know, wake the fuck up. Nolan, oh my God, is he dead? That's proof Nolan was on a boat. He was dead on a boat, but his ass was on that damn boat. Now, what did y'all do? Did y'all dump him in the water or did y'all keep him on a boat? Then, after that, you had all these news, TMZ, which is paid off, all these white news media that's paid off saying, well, Nolan was not on that boat. Hell, I don't believe that shit. How do you know? Talking about they gonna send me a picture. Look, he ain't on that boat. Man, you know how much they can hide shit in that damn boat. They can transport his body on another boat. Grandpa Jerry could have came by and swooped Nolan's body on his boat, right? Couldn't Grandpa Jerry could have swooped by and put Nolan in his boat? We don't know. We know it's some funny business, and we know that Nolan was on that damn boat. We do know that. We heard the audio of Nolan being on that damn boat, them screaming. So Grandpa Jerry could have came by, swooped up on the boat to get Nolan's body. I don't know. You know? Then they talking about, well, we got witnesses that can sense that Nolan was seen around 6 or 5 o'clock. Bullshit. If y'all would have had witnesses, y'all would have been came out in the beginning 2 weeks ago to say that witnesses saw Nolan, and y'all would have interviewed them and had them on the show. You know, who are these witnesses' name? What did they witness? Who was Nolan with? They are lying to y'all. The media is known to lie to you. When y'all ever gonna wake up from the Fox News and the TMZ? They are lying and they are paid for. You cannot trust the government. You cannot trust the media. Damn.
Supposed to have stayed back with Katie. That was their story. However, Katie's friend says that Katie hasn't. She saw him only in passing on the island, didn't stay with him, and Katie isn't saying anything at all. So it's a lot of moving parts here, and I'm just hoping it's not one of those. Quite frankly, and if his friends didn't have anything to do with it, and they truly left him behind, etc., etc.
Okay, this Katie. Katie, I'm going to tell your ass, I'm going to think that you are in this shit with the white boys. Katie, your ass need to come out and speak and tell us what you know. If you was in passing, you just met Nolan. What is up, Katie? Because the white boys keep on pointing at you as if you did it. And I'm starting to think that you are a plant, Katie. I'm thinking to believe that you guys are all working together. Katie is going to be the diversion. As long as you don't say anything, Katie, do interviews, you're going to be fine, Katie. And Katie is paid off to be the damn diversion. Katie, you better speak up because the white boys keep pointing at your ass. But you keep on being quiet and silent like that silent shit gonna save you. If you didn't kill Nolan, you need to do some goddamn press interviews. Tell us exactly your relationship or what happened if he asked for your number. What were y'all talking about? Did they try to talk to you too? How did they know your name? How did they know you about? Are you a get around type girl? Do you have a boyfriend, Katie? something need to go on with Katie because I'm tired of hearing Katie. I'm tired of Katie ain't saying shit. I'm starting to think that Katie is all a part of this shit too because that's what they do. These white supremacists, they will split themselves. They will be one is an enemy to face you, and then they'll plant an enemy inside your camp, which you think is your best friend, which you think is your cousin, and they will have both of the enemies fighting amongst each other. So you thinking, no way they're working together because they're at odds with each other. They beefing with each other. Whole time, child, they are working together to take your ass down. Damn. Damn. So Katie, I'm starting to think that you're compromised too. I'm gonna say it. Let's go.
He has discolorations, bruises on the back of his neck. Something happened. And quite frankly, this is Mississippi, where in 1955, which sparked the civil rights movement, Emmett Till was killed for so-called whistling at a white woman. And now we're hearing Nolan Wells stayed back to be with a white woman. And he turns up dead with bruises behind his neck. That's the context I'm putting this in. It's Emmett Till, perhaps, all over.
It is Emmett Till all over again. Didn't they say make a Mississippi great again? Hello, hello. You saw them marching with the Confederate flags on the White House lawn the same day Nolan died. You think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. They already told you that Bart and all them people over there at the Bart for you and all that over there where all them woods behind his house. And did y'all know Bart got a damn pool in his house too? Honey, they say they be doing a whole bunch of rituals and shit down there. Yeah. Honey, when I tell you, Nolan caught something on that phone and they deleted that phone. That's what that's about. And if they got the dead body on the boat, you know they can get in and out of his phone. All they got to do is place his phone up to his face. You know that, right? His eyes was already open because he was dead. All you got to do is place the phone to your face and then you're going to get inside Nolan's phone. Or all you got to do is take his fingers and place it on the thumb of the phone and you're going to get inside his phone. Come on now. Come on now. And while the boat is sinking, they said they have all the cell phones in the boat. So did somebody take the goddamn phone so the water won't get on the phones? Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Somebody got that phone. Hell no. If a boat is sinking, you know you better take your phone. Hell. The boat is sinking. Why didn't the water take the phones? Huh? Something up.
Wow. So you feel like the dynamics between Nolan Wells and Emmett Till is similar?
Well, the dynamics are the same. He's with a white woman, or allegedly said something with, or however you view it, with a white woman, and there's a suspicion that white men killed him. And that was the case with Emmett Till. He so-called whistled as a kid. 13 was he? Whistled so-called the woman at the store. White woman says he whistled at her. What happened? White men killed him. And that's why I'm making that analogy. But it could altogether be untrue. But I'm making the analogy as a possibility. And
Nah, I believe with the judge. I believe that is definitely probable. I hear a lot of white men cannot stand seeing white women with black men. White men feel like their own white women. Look at the politics. Politics got something to do with this. It's all together. I'm hearing that white men and white women, tell me if I'm lying, white women, that it's a white Christian man in the Republican Party right now that is trying to take away women right to vote. They want to take away women right to vote, and they want to say only a family vote, and the man should be the leader, and it's his vote. You get what I'm saying? They feel like white women, they own white women. It's theirs to own. So when they get or entertain a black dude, they feel like that white woman is tainted. They look at that white woman as disgust. They look at that black man as you don't know your place. Your place is not to entertain a white woman. Your place is not to even speak to a white woman. You don't know your place. And they like to say, well, the black man seduced her and lured her like Satan to get her entangled in his mess, you know? And I asked other people, I said, do white men still feel that way? They said yes. They said they get on the internet and feel like once a white woman get involved with a black man, that she's tainted. So that's a hatred right there. That's a disgust. That's like, oh, you gross me out. I can't stand that. How dare you? It's an abomination to a lot of white men's mind, you know? So it is definitely possible and probable on July the 4th, America's birthday, honey. Let's go.
That is the case of my thought processes.
So it was actually bruises behind his neck.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, what else? Why is it only there in the back of your neck, which is coincidentally how you drown somebody? You put the head in the back of the neck and not let them up, and they try and push up, but you got the head down, so the head bruises in the back of the neck because somebody tried to hold it down or did hold it down. I'm only presenting the facts, and I only made the analogy to Emmett Till because it's the same optics. However, do I know whether it's the same? Do I know any of the factors that I'm suggesting is accurate? No, but I am making observations about the facts as I see them. And then I am, yes, speculating. And quite frankly, in the law, you're not supposed to speculate. You're supposed to have hard facts. But in this case, since nobody's given us any hard facts, we can't get in the information that we need, then yes, we're left to only speculate.
His organs was missing during his autopsy, right?
Yeah, and they allege now that that's standard. I'm not sure about that, so I can't tell you. I don't know about autopsies in that sense. But they said one of his lungs and then parts of his throat, and I read that that's typical, but I just don't know. And I'm not one to try and find something that is not there. I mean, we have enough that's there, and we don't have to go looking too further.
All right, when it comes to that's typical, I'm not buying that bull crap. They said it was typical for young people or a Nolan to stay behind on an island, isolated without his cell phone. They said, "Oh, it's typical, it's standard." You know, people come to the island 18, and they leave with other people. You know, they be with different girls. That is not fucking standard. Not that procedure. Y'all just be making up shit as y'all go. And people just go along with it because you white and you got a title. That's all that is. That is all that is. You know damn well the second independent autopsy wanted his damn throat and wanted his stomach content. Y'all took the stomach contents and the throat so they can't find out the real deal what was going on. Y'all did this shit on purpose. Y'all still haven't put out y'all first independent autopsy because you're freaking around and you're trying to figure out how you can cover this up and make it where it's no foul play. So you say, well, we just gonna wait it out. We don't got nothing to lose. Let's just wait this shit out. They getting paid by the white lobbyists and the white supremacists anyway. Let's just wait this shit out. Let a ass wait. Okay? And then when they wait for so long, hell, when they come out here, I'm not gonna believe that bullshit they putting out here. Y'all can. I hope you don't. I hope you wake up because common sense will tell you they're tainting it.
Did they take the organs out? Did they do whatever with the throat? Well, that's down the line. What we do know, because we don't know why and the results and what that process is. Are they taking tissues from those organs and analyzing them for further evidence or insights, etc.? We don't know. What we do know is that he left and was left and drowned, and his buddies are not speaking, and the one that just spoke about it acted as if they pressured him to leave, and he wouldn't. However, they left his phone. They have that. They don't present it to his mother as a average person would. Time I get back, he didn't come with us. He left his phone. I'm calling your parents. And I understand that they didn't even call him immediately after finding out that he had been drowned, or that he had drowned. So that's certainly the time that you call and say, hey, I see he's drowned. I have his phone. No, they waited. And in fact, some of the information had been deleted from that phone that had been there. And put all those things together, and the discoloration on the neck, and I'm convinced that someone did something wrong. Yes, I am.
If it was bruises behind his neck, yeah, that needs to be looked into. It sounds like he got into an altercation.
And they allege that there's video of him getting into an altercation. I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. I've been paying close attention, but either I've heard or seen that he was involved in an altercation there. And who knows what that altercation is about? Once again, see, brothers, young black boys being raised in upper income white communities, nearly exclusively white, 95%. In many instances, your friends don't feel about you as you may feel about them. There is a racial barrier that exists and will always exist. And your realities are always going to be different. And you're always going to be looked at by your white friends differently. And so to that extent, he may not have understood that to be the case. He may have had trust for those he shouldn't have. He may have had a particular mindset that wasn't quite as rational as it should be when you're growing up in that environment. Sometimes you're irrational and you think you can do the same things they do and get away with it. No, you can't. Your black behind will go to jail and they'll go to counseling.
I come to you today, not with no gossip, not with no hearsay, not with allegedly, and we think, and we may be. No. I'm going to come with you to a word. I come to you with the truth, because I come with you with evidence that the devil tried to bury in Mississippi mud, but God said, not today, not today. Do you hear what I'm saying? And you cannot tell me that audio that popped out, we hear, oh my God, Bart, you cannot tell me that wasn't God. Wasn't that God's will that put that evidence for the whole world to see? Press a 5. We wasn't expecting that. But God is shaking the table, and y'all still want to ignore your common sense and act like you didn't hear what you heard. Hell. Now listen, I got to listen to Judge Mathis. And when I tell you that man was preaching, honey, he was preaching. He was up there with his robe and his gavel, and he didn't have no robe and gavel on, but it felt like he should have had something on. And he said something that made me fall out my chair. He said the second autopsy came back, that forensic autopsy, and the county did not want. The one law enforcement tried to act like we didn't need. Remember that? And what did they find, y'all? Bruises. Bruises on the back of Nolan Wales' neck. Discoloration. Somebody put hands on Nolan Wales. Press 2 if you agree. Somebody put hands on him. Somebody pressed down. Somebody held his head under and watch the life leave his body. I promise you that. And I believe from that audio, it was Bart. That's why you hear, Bart, how could you? Oh my God, Bart, did you kill him? Nolan, wake up. Check his chest. Now I need y'all to hear me. I need you to hear me. If this was a so-called accident that the Mississippi trying to push it to be, if this boy just fell off a boat and drowned, then tell me. Tell me right now, where did the bruises come from, y'all? Huh? What did the bruise? Did it come from a fish? Did a fish put hands on him? Did water grab him by the back of his neck? Did gravity bruise his skin? Come on now. No, 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 no. Somebody murdered him. And I believe it was Bart. I would not be moved, y'all. I would not be silenced, and I would not let the devil have the last word on this. Okay, Mississippi? So let's go to the word. Let's get the exhibit A, the autopsy. Okay. The county did the first one. The same county that looked at Nolan's mama in her face and told her, stop asking questions about your dead son. Yeah. They told her, stop asking questions. The same law enforcement that treated her like she was a damn criminal for wanting answers. All she did was want an answer about her black boy son. They did their little autopsy. They wrote their report and then tried to tell us, oh, he drowned. It was a tragic accident. Go home, say a prayer, move on. But the family said, oh, hell no. Hell no. The family said, honey, we don't trust y'all. We don't believe y'all. We getting a second opinion and we getting a forensic autopsy, an independent one. Because y'all been lying since 1955. And honey, we tried. We tried doing the things y'all way. The forensic autopsy, y'all, came back, baby, and said it, y'all. And I'm reading between the lines because they trying to use fancy words. It said it was discoloration on the back of Nolan's head. We talking about bruises. We talking about somebody. Do you hear what I'm saying, y'all? We are talking about bruises on the back of his head. Do you hear me? Where somebody's fingers have been. Somebody's hands, somebody's fists, or they use an object, something back there. Somewhere, somebody pressed them on something or used a hand, and where somebody weight held him down. And now I need the church to understand something. I need my kings and queens to know something right now. When you drown somebody, y'all, when you hold a man underwater, you know what you do. You grab the back of his head, you push down, they try to fight, then you try to push up, but you got him. You got your knee on him, and you got your strength on him, and what happens? Honey, they bruise right there on the back of that damn neck where your hands was digging in, where your fingers was a gripping, where your soul was committing murder. But that ain't no theory. That ain't no speculation. That's autonomy. That's physics right there. That is the hand of God revealing what the devil tried to hide. Now, I don't know if they did it with the hands, but they damn sure did it with something, baby, to cause the back of the bruisings of his neck. So I ask y'all this, and I'm going to say it again. If this was an accident, why the bruises? Why the bruises? Hello? Now let's go to Exhibit B. Honey, woo, can we talk about the B? The devil is the lies of fathers. You know that, right? And baby, these stories are shifting like damn sand. These stories are moving like smoke. These stories sink like sulfur, okay? First, you got one of the friends. I am going to name his name. He don't deserve to have his name spoken in this house. Not right now, but you know I will going to name him later. But he came out with his little statement. And he said, we begged Nolan. We begged, talking about Warren. We begged Nolan to get on the boat. We tried so hard. He just would not listen. We had to leave him. Oh, poor us. We tried. We really tried. We begged our friend. But then Then you got Katie, that white woman, the one that said Nolan stayed back on the island. Okay, the one that said Nolan stayed back on the island with. That's what they said. They said that she stayed back on the island with them. Remember that story? Nolan stayed with Katie. That's what the white boys want us to believe. They want us to look at Katie like she is the problem, knowing damn well Katie ain't the damn problem. But Katie ain't doing no fucking interviews, what makes me think that, Katie, you are dealing with the white boys. Y'all all in cahoots with this. But that's where he at. That's why he ain't get on the boat. That's what the white boy said. That's the reason why he ain't get on the boat, because he wanted to be with damn Katie. And mind you, they say Katie and Nolan just met. Ain't no boy want to be with no damn girl he just met. You don't know her. You want to get her number, exchange digits, and you want to move on. You're not about to spend the 4th of July with a damn stranger named Katie, okay? Come on now, that's just crazy talk. Well, Katie's friend came out and said, and I'm going to translate, the Holy Ghost here, honey. She said Katie barely saw Nolan. She saw him in passing on the island. She didn't stay with him. She didn't hang out with him. She ain't said nothing. And Katie herself, right? Silent ghost crickets. That's how Katie is. She just no words. That's why I need Katie to talk. So which one is it? Did he stay back with Katie, or did y'all beg him to leave? Because those two different story testimony, it is a conflict. And the Bible says a house divided against itself cannot stand. Amen? Amen. And this house is falling. The house is crumbling. The house is built on lies, I tell y'all. They got together. They tried to get their story straight, but the devil is slippery. The devil is careless, and when liars lie, they forget what they said. They are contradict each other, honey. And now we got contradictions all over the damn place. And Katie not talking. Honey, that speaks volumes right there. Girl, if you innocent, if you got nothing to hide, Katie, if you just a girl, he went on a goddamn island and went home, Katie. Why you not talking, Katie? Why your friends got us talk for you, Katie? Why you letting your friend tell people she only saw him in passing, Katie? See, something ain't right. Something ain't right, and the church knows it. The church feel it, and the church is praying on it. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Can I get a witness, somebody? Can I get a witness? Now, Exhibit C. Walk with me. And this one right here, this one makes me want to turn over the damn table, y'all. This one, oh my God, this one wants me to I just want to drive out the money charges, honey. The one that makes me want to rage. They left Nolan's phone. Woo! They had his phone. They had his phone on that damn boat after they left him, after they allegedly tried to get him to come home. They had his phone in their possession. Now, if I'm on a boat with my brother and my brother don't get on the boat and I got his damn phone, what do? Honey, I'm going to give him his phone, but if I'm already on land, I'll call his mama, call his daddy and say, hey, Sister Wells, Brother Wells, Nolan didn't come with us, okay? He left his phone with me. I know y'all may be worried about him, but I just want to let y'all know I got his shit, okay? Honey, y'all can check on him. Can somebody get on my brother? Something, okay? But what did the friends do? What? That's just what a friend does, right? That's what a human being does. That's what you do when you love somebody. But they didn't do none of that, y'all. They did not. Nah, they kept that damn phone. They didn't call his parents, not right away, not immediately. And when they finally did, some of the information on the phone has been deleted. Deleted, wiped out, erased like it never existed. Now tell me this, why would you delete something off a dead man's phone? If you innocent, if you got nothing to hide, if this was just a tragic accident, why are you destroying the evidence? Huh? Huh? See, that is guilt right there. I'm telling y'all, they call it in the courtroom. When you destroy evidence, when you hide evidence, when you lie about what happened, that tells the jury, it tells everybody, it tells God that you did something wrong.